Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OAF Discussions, OAF, Only as a Fan, brought to you by Country Noise, with your hosts Kid Swift and Thoroughbred Webb, where each week we will bring you views on music, movies, and video games. For all things Country Noise, hit at KN_Nation on Twitter, Country Noise on YouTube and Facebook, and countrynoise.com. Sit back and enjoy the show. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of OAF Discussions. I am Kid Swift.
This is Thoroughbred Webb.
And on the Skype line, finally, that we got working, we got our brother LL Cool B on the Skype line coming in from Louisville. Say what's up, brother.
What's up, everybody?
So as y'all can hear, we actually can,
hopefully that's coming in. Right?
Yeah, hopefully y'all can hear that, because otherwise this is gonna be a weird episode. But
it's like Dora. It's like, can you find the elephant?
Right. And it'd be like,
and just that long path.
just stare at the camera.
Just stare at the camera. Yeah, just I felt like, I'll never forget when I first saw that show, and I just felt so odd. It was like, oh, am I supposed to do something? Oh, good.
Right.
It's like, she went ahead and answered it before I even said anything.
It's like, wait, I didn't do anything. I don't deserve that reward. Like, what is going on?
I was expecting, like with Blue's Clues, how all of a sudden you hear like some kids in the background going, a boat,
right, or
something like that. I was expecting like some kids to chime in when she was asking those questions.
Yeah.
It was like, can you find the elephant? Good.
It's like, wait, I'm still looking for that elephant. Where the hell is this elephant at? Shenanigans. But now that we've got the Skype call working, we got
hopefully.
Hopefully. We've got Brent calling in from Louisville.
And you ruined it again.
Dang, I said his name again. My bad, I'm sorry. We got LL Cool B calling from Louisville. I don't know who that other guy is.
Anyway, can I just call it Liquid?
All right, we got Liquid
Snake,
Liquid Soul,
Ray Fox, either one works.
We got Liquid Soul calling in from Louisville. Yeah. I'm gonna do it every time.
I'm sure. I'm sorry
I keep giving up your government. My bad.
Oh God. The friends you have.
Right. Yeah, I know. I'm trying,
like
man.
Blue's Clues mother, like, can you tell who's gonna give up your government?
That guy. It's like, take it.
That guy.
No. Whatever. We've talked about Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer for the first 5 minutes.
Already off to a good start.
Right. It's a new record right now, man. But no, as always, we have come back to talk about all kinds of nice gaming and comic book shit for you guys. You guys eat it up. You guys love it, so we gotta keep talking about it. I guess to start off, as most of you guys know, as we know, next week is gonna be insane as far as games go. There's so much stuff coming out on one day, on Tuesday, first off, and then there's so much stuff coming out on, well, there's a few things coming out on Friday, but it's a few, like, huge things. But if you didn't know, obviously next week, we get Far Cry 4, we get Grand Theft Auto 5, we get Little Big Planet 3, we get Dragon Age Inquisition, and we get Super Smash Brothers, the Amiibos come out, and we also get the new Pokemon games. If you guys dig those will be out next Friday as well too. I didn't leave off anything.
Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon. The new Pokemon. I guess it's Sapphire and.
They just redid them.
Yeah.
Upgraded and redid them.
Right.
3DS?
Yeah. Basically, it's the 3DS. It's obviously upgraded rosters and everything. Like the new Pokemon are in there, but it's like like the closest back to like the red and blue, like the ones that we played when we first had like those old Game Boys.
I might have to catch them on.
Might have to pick it up.
I might have to catch them on. It's been a while.
Right. Yeah, I know, right? It's been a minute. But yeah, all those games coming out, so we have to talk about them. We kind of wanted to go through like.
You want to list what we're able to find?
Yeah. What is that? Because I just remembered one of the ones that I left off, and I know you'll dig this. But WWE 2K15.
Yes, actually, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah. Adventure Time got a video game coming out for the 3DS, PlayStation 3, Vita. Windows and Xbox 360.
Right.
Company of Heroes 2 for computer for the PC.
Okay.
Dragon Age Inquisition, you just said that.
Yeah.
Escape Dead Island for PC, PS3, and Xbox 360.
I think that was like a MOBA. I'm pretty sure it was like a
Clarify for folks and myself.
If you don't know what a MOBA is,
don't.
is a multiplayer online battle arena game. It's basically usually like a top-down Diablo, like angle-wise Diablo and
Like,
StarCraft-wise.
Is it similar to like real-time strategy or?
It kind of is in a way, but it's a little bit more.
You only have to control one thing. Like
Right.
you have like your hero, and you would fight with just that hero against like think of like League of Legends.
Oh, like wait a minute,
That
Dynasty
hero
Warriors?
against other stuff.
No, not even.
Oh, okay.
Like, no. Like, have you heard of League of Legends?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's a MOBA. That's considered a MOBA. It's like that. There's like a bunch of different characters. You play with that one character.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I've seen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
So
you.
that's
I got
what
you.
that is. Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
No.
I dropped the ball on that one.
Most people don't know what a MOBA is, so
Yeah.
that's no problem.
It's a game I play. It's like I don't categorize shit.
Right. Yeah.
After Escape Dead Island, we got Far Cry 4, PC, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Grand Theft Auto 5, the remake or the definitive edition, re-release, remaster, second time suckering people to buy something. Hatsune Miku. Okay, no, I don't know anything about that. Little Big Planet 3,
Yeah.
Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor. What?
No, wait, sorry,
that's already out.
Is it coming out on something else? Coming out on Vita?
We're gonna skip that. Whatever.
Yes.
Never Alone. Watch Dogs finally comes onto the Wii U.
Yep.
It says.
Yeah.
And like, as you just mentioned, WWE 2K15 for the next gen consoles.
Right.
The previous gen, PS3, 360, it already came out.
Right.
So that's what they got going on for the 18th.
Yep. And then the 21st, that's when we get.
Pokemon Omega Ruby.
Yep.
Alpha Sapphire.
Yep.
Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. And the day before that, Shadows, Heretic Kingdoms. If you play PC and know any or even know what the hell that is, there you go.
All the good PC games. But yeah, like, I don't
Master
think
Race, as they call it.
I can't. Yeah, the Master Race.
Let's not get into that. Let's not
Yeah,
get into
right.
that.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But I honestly can't remember the last time that many like. There's been plenty of times that many games have released in the same week.
Yep.
But that many like AAA high quality games releasing at the same time, I can't.
Or big budget.
Right, exactly. Big budget games releasing at the same time, especially within like if we add up to like the few weeks surrounding like this week, for instance. Obviously, we got Assassin's Creed Unity and we got Halo Master Chief Collection. Last week we got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which nothing else released that same day because everybody just stays the hell out of their way when they come out. And then the next week after we get these weeks, like in 2 weeks, we get The Crew the first week of December. So like this like month span of just getting games dumped on us is it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's quarter 4, as the business people will call it, or the
Right.
fall season, fall/winter season. Yeah, Christmas time is here.
Right.
So obviously consider scrounge up as much money as they can. Same way with movies and albums, how when it's closer to fall and winter, they start pulling out the stuff that they want to win awards and shit.
Right.
Whether it be an Oscar or a Grammy, obviously. That's clearly what I meant.
Right.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only thing I had to chime in on that one.
Yeah.
So.
But out of all the games, kind of the thing that like I thought about was like out of all these games, Brent obviously too. Out of all these games, can you pick one that you're like most anticipated for, or the one that you're like looking forward to the most out of like the next, even out of the ones that we've already passed, basically in this holiday window? Like, what's the game that's got your attention the most, and why?
Can I go with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right now, as of today,
Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers,
Yeah.
because we've wasted so many hours just playing the story or trying to unlock all the characters or
Right.
trying to beat people or everybody get together and play. And
Right.
now if we can get like 8 people in a room and all play together, like that's
Yeah.
gonna be madness. Plus with all the possible drinking and bets and side bets going on,
Right.
like that can make like it'll take me back to like our high school, middle school days where it was just like parties was like you and your friends video gaming, all night, having a great time, having a blast.
Right. Yeah. Really.
But that one is what I'm most interested in now.
Right.
Before this, like if it was before like the last 2 days,
Yeah.
I'm kind of GTA came out kind of hard. I've already played the game,
Right.
but 30 people multiplayer.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get that bounty glitch again, so that way everybody can make like $6 billion.
Right. So they can take it away from us again.
I'm all about being a bounty hunter, like
Right, yeah.
Django style.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. That was kind of like, I would say that's kind of like my big, like, I guess you could say the one that kind of surprised me. Because, I mean, obviously I've been looking forward to like Far Cry 4 big time. I love 3. I've been looking forward to Dragon Age for a while. Like, that's kind of like my game I want to kind of get lost in for like the rest of the winter. As long as it's cold, the weather's bad, I mean, I might as well stay in and play a 90-hour game. But it's funny, like, yeah, that was kind of the thing about Grand Theft Auto, because like at first I wasn't even really thinking about GTA 5 again as much. I was like, okay, we put some time into it. It was awesome. I would like to go back to it, was like my thought process. I was like, but I don't have like a last gen console, and I was kind of like just brushing it off when they were like, oh, it's coming to next gen. I kind of figured it would. But then when I saw the graphical improvements, and then when I saw the first person mode, I was like, oh man. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in. Because yeah, like you said, the 30-player multiplayer, and just mentally thinking about playing that whole game again, that whole story, playing multiplayer and playing all that stuff in first person mode, just seeing that chaos like firsthand, I think with those graphics, man, it's gonna be stupid. And it'll be sick. What?
Web, do you Thoroughbred, do you play GTA? You ever played?
Yeah, I got the last one.
You got the last one? If
Yeah.
they said like tomorrow, heist missions,
Yeah.
would that shoot it up the list? Like, that's my question. Would you buy it on the new gen?
I'm not gonna buy the same damn game I just bought last year. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, you're not.
Right.
I'm not. No. As a consumer, there's no reason that I should be wanting to buy another version. That's like almost like what's it called, manufactured obsolescence or something.
Yeah. Right.
Where they kind of. It's like, okay, well, you got this, but look what we have now. It's just like that, but it costs a little bit more, but it's shinier. Yeah, I cannot agree with that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, more power to you if you feel like getting it, or if you actually decided to wait on getting GTA 5 from last year,
man,
and
if
then
you pull that off, then yeah.
congrats to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right.
but I don't feel like I'm not motivated or enticed to sit there and get the same damn game.
Right. Yeah, right.
Even if they got, I mean, the first person shooter part, I don't really care for. I think they were trying to appeal more to the, Call of Duty type people.
Absolutely.
With that. As far as the graphics being remastered and things, whatnot.
The game looked damn good already.
It does. But I mean,
amazing.
that's.
Yeah. Is that enough to pay $60 again?
No.
Now here was my thing that I was trying to figure out today, and I was talking to somebody at work about this, and maybe you know Brett, but I don't know if you've heard anything. Are they gonna do the upgrade system like they did before, like with the games when the systems first released, when they had like, if you bought this game on current gen, you could pay like $10 and get the newer version. Have you heard anything about that?
No, I don't think they're doing that no more.
I didn't think so either.
Get people to like pay money and switch over.
Right. And see, that's my thing. I think they should have did like something like that, where even if it was like $20 for the people that are quote unquote grandfathered into the game, they bought the game at launch last time. Like, I feel like those people that like bought the game at launch last time should have been like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and give you guys the game again for like $20 And if you're just buying the game for the first time, yeah, you're gonna pay the full price or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I wish they would have did something like that. But I understand they're probably they made so much money that first day when they released it last time, and they're probably gonna kill again. Because I mean, you're talking about a whole new install base of people that switched over.
And there's people who turned the game in.
Right, exactly.
Lost it, broke it, whatever reasons.
Yeah.
Gave it to their friend and they never came back with it. So they're going to probably buy the game one more time.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I understand, about that. Like, I truly understand, like, not wanting to basically pay for the same thing twice.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely understand where Webb's coming from as far as that goes. 'Cause I mean,
had to air out a fart. Sorry.
See, that's nice. Normal people would just fart in the studio and just everybody would be passed out somewhere.
Well, because I mean, then you have to figure out the guesswork of who did it.
Oh yeah.
And
well,
we don't.
There's
And,
only two of us here today.
well, still.
We can't blame on Brent.
Roxy?
What?
Right, yeah. Hey, Roxy. Just battle it out for it. Yeah, really. But yeah, out of all those games, I mean, if you had to rank them, like let's say if you had to rank like the games top 3 coming out in the next couple weeks, I know you said Smash Brothers number 1. What would you do after that, Brent?
Smash Brothers, LBP 3.
Yeah, Snaggage is back.
And probably that WWE 2K.
Really? Word.
That's what I was
Because
actually.
they have actually that might be the game changer. Like they've got all the names, they got all the licenses. It looks like they're actually might put a real story of some sort in there, like where you can control your fate.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
Or you might know more. You're definitely gonna know more than I do on it. But that game reminded me of Raw is War or No Mercy on the N64. Like you wanting to get a wrestling game.
Yeah.
Or WrestleMania. Like that's what they're reminding me of.
That's awesome. That's classic.
Plus I get to use Steam.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
If you pre-order or wait till the DLC comes available and then cough up the money for that,
Right,
you know,
that
whatever.
way.
So.
And I know you personally, Webb, definitely are probably the I won't say the neighborhood, but the company wrestling expert, I should say.
Company, all right.
Yeah, the OAF Discussions wrestling expert. As far as everybody else goes. Yeah, definitely.
I would give you that. I love wrestling, but
Right.
I kind of fell off a bit.
Right. So how do you feel about it? I know I'd heard some stuff like there were some issues initially.
Yeah. That's kind of what to expect. If I ain't mistaken, this is the second game from 2K or the 2K Studios after they pretty much after THQ went out of business and whatnot.
That's right.
Yeah. So, granted, I'm expecting them to take this approach kind of similar to NBA 2K or
Right.
how they would sit there and just kind of shit on NBA Live like it used to, like when it was like direct competition with one another.
Yeah.
So that's the mindset I have with this one. Hopefully they said, well, I mean, there's not really that many wrestling games to compete with anyway, but still, you would still hope, you know, that they didn't go take the mediocre approach and sit there and just only add little stuff here 1 year, then take away that feature the next year.
Right.
And 2 years later, they was like, oh, they bring this back, or then they just revamp it, or yeah.
Just as like almost like buyback. Like,
Yeah,
reasons for
pretty
like,
much,
we
yeah.
brought back that mode you guys love so much.
Yeah.
You should buy it again this year. Like, yeah.
It looks great. It looks awesome. The part where the guy with the B, LL Cool B, the part where he was talking about where you kind of build your character up. I like how it goes because it's even going to as far as at the NXT Performance Center.
Yeah.
And you got like you are literally building yourself up from some sort of no name to the training center. To the developmental project they got going on.
Yeah.
And then if you do anything, then you get called up to the main roster.
See, that's dope.
So,
I like that. I like the idea of that. And the funny thing is, like, that was probably the one that was like least on my, like me personally, my radar. Like if I had to list my like top 3, it would probably be, I guess probably off the top, it would probably be Far Cry 4, Little Big Planet, and then Dragon Age. Probably is where I'm at right now, as far as top 3. And obviously, if I wanted to throw it in there, I'm not throwing it in there because I know I can't get it yet. But Smash Brothers is definitely honorable mention as far as like in the top honorable mention. If I had a Wii U, it would be number 1. But that was what we was talking about, like today and the other day. Brent, me, and Jacob was talking about just how we were arguing about and started automatically like talking shit about that game. You started it. You definitely started it. But it's just funny. Like we immediately started talking shit as soon as we got excited about the game, and none of us had the system to even get the game yet, and we was already ready to go. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and that shows you how big that game is. Universally ridiculous as far as popularity.
There's enough shit talking to be said. You can put out any Smash Brother game from any generation, and I would have took you there. Like that's how I felt at that moment.
Whatever. What bull. You can only say that because Jacob's not here. You can only say that because Jake's not here.
Like that changes it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. But it was
talking stays no matter what. Like it's still gonna happen.
Right. Yeah.
But Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be the game changer they're making it out to be? Like they got the share play, bring a friend to co-op, ride elephants and giraffes. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it's gonna live up to the hype?
Now,
Kevin Baker, the dude that did Last of Us.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker's. He's Pagan Men. Yeah, Troy Baker's Pagan Men.
Troy Baker, my bad.
Yeah, he's Pagan Men. So that's automatically like a first like good. Hey, I hope this is like this should be pretty good. But I think it's gonna do very well. I'm thinking mid-9, easy. As far as ratings across the board, it's gonna be. I like as far as Metacritic goes, like that's what I feel like it's probably gonna pull. My biggest thing, I mean, obviously, graphically, it's ridiculous. It's beautiful. Just gameplay-wise, it just looks like one of those games, like, it's fun in the way that, like, old school games are fun. Like, you're just, like, there's obviously a story there. The story will probably be good. I didn't really like the first 2 as much, but then when 3 came around, the story and the gameplay were so solid, it brought me back in. And that's why I'm so excited for this one, because I feel like if they got it right last time, it's just going to be more of that great formula that they've built, looking even better, but in a totally different place. So I think they can pull it off, especially with the voice casting that they've got, the people that they got, and the pedigree of that studio as far as Ubisoft goes, just in general. I think they can pull it off, and I think it's going to be sick. Now, I'm hoping everything, I hope across the board it's sick. Like, the only part of it that I'm kind of like iffy on, just because it's always been okay, it's never been like amazing, has been like the PvP multiplayer. Now, the co-op shit I think is going to be perfect. Like, that's genius to put in something like that, especially this big open playground where you're basically just running around, taking people out and blowing stuff up. That's perfect formula to have a friend come in and help you out, especially even a friend that doesn't even have the game. That's nuts. So I think it'll be sick, and I think that'll kind of like be the forefront of what we're gonna be able to do as far as like with stuff like share play and with stuff like as far as like from a mobile device, etc., like we've been seeing from like trailers like for the Division, etc. But I think this will be the first like solid iteration of it, and I think it'll do good. I have high hopes for it, so it's going to be interesting to see where it comes out this time next week when all the reviews are out and everything's said and done. Say what? What'd you say? No, I was saying by the time all the reviews come out and everything, it's going to be interesting to see where it's at and how people really like feel about it. And when I get my hands on it and start playing it, how it is. But I think it's going to be good, though. I got faith in it. Yeah. But definitely a game we need to co-op it up.
I'm ready. I'm already ready. I ain't gonna have to game.
Now the funny thing is like that's like perfect segue. I'm glad you asked that. Like in the what else I was like another question I had, because it was funny. I started playing Unity. It's awesome. If you like Assassin's Creed, if you're a genuine Assassin's Creed fan, not a fanboy, whatever. like, you will like this game. I know the reviews have kind of been up and down. They've not really been down, but they've been like mid-range, and people like lose their shit. But that was kind of the point I wanted to make. Do we, as like, this can be as consumers in general, but obviously we're normally specifically talking about usually geared more towards gaming and film, movies, etc. Do we put too much stock into a review score number, and are we too hard on certain like levels, like as far as like reviews? Because I know like the fact that Unity scored below an 8, people halfway like were like losing their shit. like that's a bad score. Like it got a 7.8. That's still considered a good game, a very good game. And people saw that, and a lot of people were like, well, it's obviously not that good as I thought it was. Like, dude, it's still a good game. It's still a really good, fun game. And I love it. Like, I would have gave it even a higher score, but that's me personally. So it's always going to be some objective as far as, like, viewpoints from the reviewer to each person that plays it. But do you guys think that we put too much stock in these scores as far as, like, one, just the number in general, and two, like, well, this number needs to justify my pre-order if I do have it pre-ordered, etc.? I mean, how do you guys feel about that?
You want me to go? Or
You go ahead.
You go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
So, for me, like, I think we do put, to a certain extent, I think we put too much into the rating system of video games over any other, like, media outlet.
Absolutely.
Because if I go check, like, the same people who review a movie, let's say on, like, IGN or whatever.
Right.
Normally they add up to me. Like, normally a person would be like, that's a 5.
Yeah.
In my head, I might be like, yeah, I can see that.
Right.
I'll be like, why is it a 5? You know, I normally take the little notes at the bottom, see what got it such a low rating for their opinion.
Right.
And then I'll go watch the movie because most entertainment is opinion based anyway. So
Yeah.
somebody else can look at it and be like, yo, I hated it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
true.
I can look at it and be like, man, that was the funniest thing I've ever played. Like,
Right.
it's a different mindset you go in. You know, different stuff appeals to different people. But
Right.
for video games, I normally read. If it's a huge game, I'll read the review or listen to the reviews because I want to see like what was really their, you know, what did they, you know, knock the points off on.
Right, yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed, it was like the story was half.
Yeah.
Some of the controls didn't work very well.
Right.
Well, I already know they're never going to fix the controls fully. Like,
Yeah,
so,
that's the way it
like,
moves.
that's what makes Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed.
Right,
It was
yeah.
like such fluid controls.
Yeah.
You know, so you would be, you know, you'd be thinking more like Dark Souls or some game like that. Like with stuff, you have to be precise. You have to, like, any miscalculation, you're dead.
Right,
Like, that's
exactly.
not an Assassin's Creed game like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I look at the reviews, I normally take it with a grain of salt. Like, hey, this is their opinion.
Yeah.
This is why they dislike it towards their gaming preference.
Right, yeah.
So
That's
like,
very
so when
true.
it got a 7.8, I was like, was I really expecting a 9?
Right.
Nah.
Yeah, right, yeah, right. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
So the moment you expect a 9, then you'll be like, what, Titanfall,
Oh man, yeah.
Halo that just dropped, you have connection issues.
And I'm still really bad about this. Like, I like watch every video, every leading up thing. I get really into like the hype machine. I'm bad about that. So when I saw that 7.8, I've gotten a lot better. Because in the past, I probably would have saw that 7.8. I might not have got it. But now I saw that 7.8, and for a second, I like my stomach was like, ugh. But then like I was like, fuck, I'm getting it because I want it. Screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and get it.
So here's the question: when you bought it, did you go in the pit of your stomach? Did you go, man, I hope this game is better than they say?
I did, but the funny thing was, as soon as like I'm a big graphics guy, as seemingly shallow as that might seem, but as soon as I saw the first part, I got to control it. I was like, this is even if I get to like, even if I'm walking around in this shit and it's just like the rest of the game's crap, but if as long as I get to walk around in this world, yeah, I'll take it. Like, it was like that. So I mean, yeah, I mean, but as far as it goes, how do you feel about that whole, like, just in general, from like looking at something from when it's announced to when the review comes out? How would that affect you if it's negative or if it's positive? Either way.
Well, to talk about reviews, I'm gonna have to disagree with LL Cool B for a little bit, just a smidge.
Right.
I'm disagreeing with the fact that it's only that movies have the exact same criteria with games and everything.
Yeah.
And as far as when it comes to reviews, they serve different purposes, or there's different purposes for different people. For example, some people, they'll listen to reviews if they're on the fence about what to expect from a certain product, like a video game or a movie. Some people listen to reviews to confirm the opinion that they already had for a video game or a movie.
Probably.
And like what I've been doing every now and then when it comes, I get through watching a movie, or I get through watching a movie and then I'll look at the review, or sometimes I look at the review first, then go see a movie. And there's certain parts about it that, okay, I can kind of see where they're coming from with this opinion.
Right.
Okay, you know what? I didn't like. There was something that kind of bugged me about this particular scene,
right.
but hey, somebody was able to articulate what the hell I was thinking.
Yeah.
Or just sometimes, yeah, that's what usually the two ways I go about when it comes to a review. If it's something that I'm really going to get myself into, then I kind of look at the review beforehand just to make sure, just in case there's maybe something, a confusing scene like an Inception, or like when with Inception.
Yeah.
You remember when they said, or like the critics, like for the commercials, you know how they sit there and show quotes from critics and all this other stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, the movie you'll have to watch a second time. And it was like, or you'll have to watch again and again. And it was like, and people were cracking jokes. It was like, yeah, because you can't understand it. You got to go watch it. It was like, oh, okay, well, all right, I'm about to go watch this.
Right.
I'm going to pay the fuck attention
Right.
and see where this movie goes.
It's got you prepared.
Yeah. See, so that's kind of those are the two ways I go about with reviews.
Right. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just take it as a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's at the end of the day, it is somebody's opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's very true.
So
I got a buddy of mine I work with, and he's probably what's up, Mark? Yeah, Mark, if you're watching this. But he's always told me, like, every time we start talking about gaming stuff, that at this point, like where he's at now, and as far as like gamer wise, he avoids everything. Like, he hears the game's coming out, he's like, I think I want that game, and then he just goes dark until it releases, which is genius, I think, in a way. But there's no way in hell I could do that. There's no way. One, I'm impatient, and two, like, I just like seeing, like, oh, look at that. Like, did you see the hair on that cheetah? Like, oh my god, like, I'm that guy. So it's funny if you're a person who can completely just like look at a game, be like, I want that game, and then go dark on it, you've got way better willpower than I do, because I can't do it all.
You know, you won't be elected.
Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. I'm there from E3 until friggin' it's in my system. I'm there every day searching for more stuff, especially if it's something I'm really into. Like The Division, if there was something every day, I'd be on there every day, like, reading it. And I've been waiting for more. And God, man, like there's a few games that I'm like, ooh, like every day I'm checking for something new. Like The Division and No Man's Sky. I think those are the two that I'm like, dude, when these games come out, it is a wrap for everything else. Like, I'll just put all the other games in a plastic baggie and just put them in a drawer, because it's pointless even having them out. But yeah, man, it's funny just to like see when people, especially on the internet, like, I know I normally say that I avoid the reviews because I normally do, but just just reading them sometimes is funny, just to see people just like go ape shit. Like, because if it's any lower than what they thought it should be, some people just can't handle it and they just lose it and go nuts. So if you ever get a chance, check out the reviews, and then check out the reviews of the reviews by our lovely general public that are trolling on the internet. It'll definitely be able to kill some about 15, 20 minutes of your time, and you'll have to be well entertained. But if you haven't, get Assassin's Creed Unity. It's pretty damn good. We definitely wanted to talk, like I said, about all the games that are coming out, all our favorites of the games that are coming out. But obviously, there's always stuff going on, everything jumping around and everything. So there were a few other things outside of the gaming world that happened this past week, and I guess the week before, past few weeks, pretty much. It's been an ongoing thing, but we've been talking about it the past few episodes with the ongoing casting news with Suicide Squad, where it's at, where they're going with it, what people are wanting from it, what characters a lot of people want to see in it, and I kind of wanted to get you guys' opinion. One, if you haven't heard, pretty much, I don't think it's still not completely confirmed, but, and I'm gonna mess up this name, we were trying to figure out exactly how to say it, but I'll say Margot Robbie or Margot Robbie is apparently slated to play Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad film. There's also someone else who is rumored to play Deadshot as well, so those two are kind of a little bit farther ahead, I guess, than Bronze Tiger and the rest of the cast. There's also been rumors that Jesse Eisenberg, got his name right?
Yeah.
Is going to actually play Lex Luthor in the Suicide Squad movies, which I think would be cool if they had him in there and kind of like tied it into the rest of the film universe. But another big thing that people have been like trying to figure out is the Joker going to be in the Suicide Squad movie? Is the Joker going to be in this Suicide Squad movie? If this is going to be the only one, or if this is going to be the start of like something where we start to see the Suicide Squad more frequently throughout this DC universe that's obviously established through 2020. And I want to kind of get you guys' opinion, one, on the casting rumors, where we're at now, kind of relating back even to the stuff with like the higher end casting people like Will Smith and Tom Hardy. But do you think we're ready for another Joker on screen?
If we're ready for another, hold on.
Yeah, let's get into the mic.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm heard. I want to make sure I'm heard. If we're ready for another Batman movie, then why the hell not ready for another Joker? I mean, in the same sense, I mean, it's tired. It's tired as hell. Like Batman and Joker, Superman and Lex Luthor, Spider-Man and Green Goblin. It's gotten tiresome, but at the same time, they're going to go to that well.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah, they go.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, seeing as how the last Joker cannot reprise that role,
Yeah, right.
unless they come up with a T-virus or something, but
Or do the shitty CGI thing.
or
Not the T-virus.
or do a shitty Bruce Lee Game of Death.
Oh man, yeah, right. Yeah.
Unless they sit there and find any way to sit there and revive Heath Ledger in any form or fashion that I just mentioned, that you might as Lazarus Pit, yeah. See, but either way, you might as well just, if you're going to go to that well, you might as well just go ahead and get a new actor for that role.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it'd be nice to see where another person takes it from there. I mean, Jack Nicholson, he chewed the scenery on the original Batman movie from '89, which I love and probably know line for line.
Right.
But anyway, awesome. And then Mark Hamill, I mean, pretty much is almost the undisputed king of that role.
Yeah, when you hear the Joker's voice in your head, you hear Mark Hamill.
You automatically think Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, you usually don't hear, even as good as Heath was, I think most people will admit that they probably hear Mark Hamill's Joker.
I don't think of Luke Skywalker. I think of Joker first.
That works. Yeah, right. Yeah. I'd say probably most people do, like when they found out that it was him, because there's still a lot of people that probably don't know that.
Yeah. Mark Hamill, a.k.a. Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, played the voice for the Joker for the animated series of Batman and for several video games. I'm really nasally, I can tell. I feel it and all this good stuff.
It's not that bad.
All right, cool.
I can hear it. It's not that bad.
So yeah, Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker and the Joker. So he has forged the childhoods of 2-3 generations just off top.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can't deny that. I think the biggest thing for me is I really want to see the live action relationship between Harley and Joker on screen. That's probably the biggest thing, the biggest reason why I would be excited for the Joker being in the Suicide Squad movie.
Which will be interesting because what with the controversy with Ray Rice this year.
Oh man, yeah.
You kind of wonder where they're gonna go with this.
I don't think.
I'm pretty sure they'll find a comedic way to. Well, I don't know. There's still. Well, with the cartoon, obviously you could get away with certain shit.
Yeah,
but
right.
with live action, I can already tell. Like just now that you mentioned just now that you mentioned that dynamic,
Yeah.
I can already tell people are going to be protesting the fuck out of that.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about it like that initially, but yeah, you're probably right. I mean, that will raise, especially if they do that kind of more, I guess you could say, grimier dynamic.
Yeah.
That grimier relationship between them two. Man, it's
So hold on. You can watch that shit when it's SVU, but you can't watch it when it's Suicide Squad.
right,
All right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Whatever. Now I want to see like the cartoon relationship, like the Arkham relationship, like that Harley Joker. I like that. That was good. I mean, what do you think, Brent? Do you want to see Joker yet on screen?
Yes.
I like that.
Because no matter like if whoever the next Joker is, they have like huge shoes to fill, but they know what they're up against.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see it, like, personally, I wouldn't want to see him do the dark role. Like, I like seeing, like, the smart, witty, like, the Joker that's more like the tactician, or it's got, like, a plan, a master plan. Everybody's kind of his pawns in a bigger scheme.
So kind of like Arkham. A little bit.
Yeah.
Like a little.
Jack Nicholson. Like,
yeah, a twinge of dark, but not too
crazy
much.
for no reason.
Yeah.
But it's pure darkness. But he's like, you know, like he's really killing people out here.
Right. Yeah. It's like you forget he's insane because it's so many layers to his like madness as far as it goes.
Yeah, I was like, Heath Ledger, his presence was just like the tics, like that was just like
the tongue thing.
Like it just felt weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he kept trying to put smiles on everybody's face.
Right. Yeah. You come in, got it. Perfect.
You know.
Yeah.
But the relationship between them two, I think they would get away with a TV show if he like slapped her a couple times. But I think they could go with the more like when he's like mentally abusive. They can go with that more.
See, that's what I was thinking too.
You know what? I just thought of something.
What?
50 Shades of Grey comes out next year.
Oh yeah.
So y'all have nothing to fucking complain about.
Right. Yeah. Because everybody's gonna be in that theater.
No, not even in that sense. It's like if you're gonna sit there and buy a book or watch a movie involving somebody to sit there and just making a woman feel insignificant or lesser than that, and then she's being sexually liberated. What the fuck out of here, dude? Anyway, yeah. If you're going to watch 50 Shades of Grey, or if you have,
it's like to be slapped.
No.
that's all right.
I mean, that's their get off. Like,
No.
I'm feeling like a not somebody.
If y'all didn't hear that, by the way, y'all gotta hear that. My mom just offered us chili on the air. I feel like Will Ferrell on a Mom the Meatloaf.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, Wedding Crashers. That was awesome. Every episode.
And you watch that not even. Yeah, watch that not even. It came in, but we just gave that away.
Yeah, we just gave it away. So if y'all didn't hear it, you know now. But yeah, the train. Either that phone rings.
The rotary phone.
Yeah, or my mom offers us dinner. So that's the three things that we work. So now you know where this studio is. It's obviously in the basement.
It's a studio.
Studio. It's totally a studio. Like I
What?
told y'all
No.
before, if y'all saw
You
the
didn't
rest
hear
of
anything.
If y'all saw the rest of it, y'all wouldn't. It looks like an episode of Criminal Minds down here sometimes. I swear to God. Man, what was talking about? I forgot what
We were talking about Joker.
Yeah, we were talking about Joker. Sorry. Weren't you saying something, Brent?
Some women like to be slapped around.
Yeah. Okay, Brent. That was the last.
That is a
thing I
direct.
heard.
That is a direct quote.
You like, mom's in the room. I was like, oh wow, don't put me on that one.
That was perfect. That was perfect timing. If she would have heard it, it would have been hilarious.
Oh my goodness, I might not be allowed in the house.
Hey, you know, some women like to be slapped around.
What? What? That's hilarious.
A purely
Oh my-
artistic way.
Oh my god.
See, Uncle
man.
Dave, sometimes you gotta take the pussy.
Right? It's like, whoa. Oh my god. No, I liked your point though with the
Nobody out there, please don't go around slapping male or female. Don't go around slapping the other sex or the same sex for no apparent reason.
I liked
Right?
your, like I said, I liked your the whole like using the mental manipulation thing. I think that would be perfect.
Which is basically what happens anyway. Like this is somebody
yeah.
like Harley started out as a spoiler, 20-year spoiler,
Oh, there's
maybe.
the train. Yay.
And there's the train.
Yeah.
20-year spoiler. Harley starts out as a psychiatrist. I don't know if it's her first subject or, well, obviously it's her last subject, the Joker.
It's early, yeah.
And he pretty much manipulates her, and she ends up becoming Harley Quinn, as you'll probably see.
Yep.
If you haven't seen the animated show or know anything about Harley, which what the fuck are you watching this for?
Right, yeah.
You watching the fucking show.
If this is where you're trying to get your start into comic book knowledge, man,
Stop it.
he said no.
Especially since she wasn't even a original comic book character. She started out originally from the animated series, something you should have been watching 20 years ago.
Right, yeah. Get it together. She's
Yeah.
like Diggle. She just was created and it worked perfectly. She's like Diggle and now she's gonna be a character. I can't wait for that first issue that Diggle's like in the comic.
He is.
He's already in it?
Yeah.
Did they already release it for it?
No, well,
Harley
it's
Quinn
the,
has a new. My bad.
No, go ahead.
Harley Quinn has a new comic coming out. They're almost kind of like they're doing like the 52, but they're
Yeah.
doing a Harley Quinn
I
like
saw that, yeah.
like her following is crazy right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, almost like Deadpool.
Yeah,
I mean, not nowhere near, but
right. There's
similar.
So many chicks that got Harley Quinn tattooed on it.
really,
Yeah.
I ain't seen it right yet.
I wouldn't want anything to do with that
And
one.
I've seen some bad ones too, like some shit, like the old school Harley Quinn, like the Jester Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
Series.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're like a lot of people are like now like are getting the Arkham version, like the kind of like grimier
I see
punk
people
version.
dress up as Harley Quinn and like cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Which those are some of the best ones.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
What?
Episodes back, y'all did costumes.
Oh yeah.
Predator was at the freaking party, like Predator with the mounted gun on his shoulder.
Oh, at the Halloween party you was at?
No, at the rave party that we all went to.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's just scary.
Was there when the movie was out.
That's
Rave
right.
was
I
there.
forgot about that.
You couldn't remember that, man.
Dude, everybody there was probably freaking out because everybody there was
Yeah, if anybody was on
out of their
X during that
mind.
time.
Yeah, or Molly. Everybody was tripping balls.
Pick a penny.
Dude,
Predator was still there.
that's hilarious. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Wow, that's retarded. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, back to the regular show. My
Yeah,
fault.
back to our regular schedule. No, that's perfect though.
Enough about domestic abuse.
Right, yeah, enough about domestic abuse. But
What we got next?
yeah. Oh, by the way, I meant to say this before, but we're getting closer to the episode 8 of Arrow. Well, not. I mean, it's fucking closer. But of episode 8 of Arrow and episode 8 of Flash this season are going to be the crossover episodes. If you guys didn't know that, it's coming up, I guess, in 3 weeks.
I'm trying to remain surprised about it.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't been reading. I tried not to read as much as possible, but I read like a lot of the on-set interviews they had. They had like an on-set visit that I read. That was really good. But yeah, man, I can't wait for that shit. And I'm ready for Captain Cold to kick ass in Flash because I'm so hyped about him being in there. That first episode with him was dope.
Yeah,
I
you know,
that a lot.
at first I was like, this is knockoff Mr. Freeze. It's like, but no.
I like him as an actor.
But no, yeah, he did a very good job. He made something work out of something that I did not think was going to work because
Yeah,
you know,
I was
like
worried about it.
some of Flash's rogues galleries don't really seem like they would translate well.
No, not at all.
But well, they went ahead and had Weather Wizard, killed him.
Yep.
They had Multiplex. I wasn't familiar with him. Killed him.
Yeah.
Captain Cold. I was expecting to get killed.
Oh, no.
But no, they actually made somebody who he doesn't even have powers.
No.
That's what's even funnier
used
about
that
that.
one, yeah, they
He
used
doesn't even
that,
have
yeah,
powers,
which is awesome.
and he lived. So
Yeah.
he lived for the end of the damn show.
Yep, and he went and got his boy.
And so that tripped me out. So I thought that was funny.
Yep.
And they're doing all right. I mean, I don't. They started off doing the same thing Arrow was doing, having a villain of the week that was kind of underdeveloped, or you don't expect to live long after the episode.
Yeah.
But they did Captain Cold right.
Yeah.
And I was not expecting that. I had low expectations for him, but he did the damn thing.
Yeah. It's nice because they're doing a good job, like you said at first, like kind of having these one-on, one-off villains, but now they've got Captain Cold, who I think is going to be around for a while. And then I don't know if you saw the end of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of this week. Yes.
We mentioned that initially on
During
one of the first episodes. It was the first episode.
It was the first episode.
And we mentioned that on like one of the early, like probably 2 episodes ago on this show.
I mentioned it.
Yeah, Webb mentioned it. But the Grodd, when we saw the Grodd cage sign and it was empty, and then at the end, if you haven't seen this episode, go watch it.
Well, spoiler. Yeah, if you haven't seen this episode, but yeah.
But it has something to do. It has something to do with Grodd. What'd you say?
You just spoiled the whole season already.
Oh, you caught up now, brother. You can start watching the next episode.
No, actually, based on you all's review of Flash and all the killing that's done, like I probably started tonight.
Dude, it's good, man.
Wait, start.
He ain't even watched it.
Oh well,
Start.
you're a breeze through Hulu.
Right, right, yeah. That's the reason I got Hulu was Flash.
I'm beyond.
And Constantine. I had to get
Until
Constantine.
that moment, y'all just talking about all the killing. I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to watch Flash now.
It's a good show, bro.
I already know that.
Yeah. And Constantine, have you started Constantine?
No,
I need to get back
was
in
on
that.
my list. The 100 is on my list, and something else.
Yeah, it's good. There, Zed's in there. I don't know if you followed the comic, but Zed's obviously in there. And then they actually showed the first photo of Spectre from the comics. I don't know if you know. He's like one of them.
Wait, which one we talking about?
I'm talking about Constantine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. They showed the very first episode. They showed the helmet of Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
That shit was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It was like,
I was like, oh my god, like they are going in right now. But it's funny because each episode keeps. Now we're back on ratings again. Each episode gets the same rating. It's 7.5.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's a good show. And I think it's good because like it's kind of starting off. It's a little bit. It's the pace. The first like couple episodes have been like a little slower, but I mean it's still been good episodes. But it's gonna be interesting to see how it develops because like I told y'all before, I want this show to last. I have more stock in this show than any of them because Constantine's one of my favorite characters. So I was super excited when they announced this, and I hope this show lasts like Arrow has, and hopefully like Flash will as well. But we will see what happens. It's good so far. If you haven't, check out Flash, check out Constantine, Hulu. Sponsored.
The stuff we ain't getting paid for.
I know, right? I'm paid for.
Stop giving sponsors if we ain't getting money for it, man.
Go watch it on your streaming unit of choice. And yeah, that sounded weird.
Wow.
Hey, you talk like you own that rotary phone over there.
There's a reason it's still in the basement after like 50 years. But yeah, there's so many good shows to watch, so many good games to play. We want to know what's your top games. What games are you going to be playing next Tuesday? What games are you definitely picking up? What games have you already picked up? How do you guys like Call of Duty? If you guys are playing it, if you guys hate it, if you guys are Halo people, how are you liking that? 2 of the biggest multiplayer games, especially first-person shooters, have come out in a matter of 2 weeks. How do you guys like them? We want to know. Post in the comments. Let us know on Facebook. Let us know at the email. If you have topics, please send those to the email, oafdiscussions@gmail.com. Yeah, man, it's awesome. All kinds of good shit going on. You guys have anything else?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Just a little tidbit.
No problem.
Speaking of comic books and speaking of wrestling,
Oh.
for February, Phil Brooks. Y'all aren't gonna know the first name or the real name, but Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk,
Oh yeah, I heard
is now going to be writing Thor Annual #1 in the February 2015.
Yeah.
First of all, what?
Right. What is going on? What?
That threw me off because for CM Punk, a wrestling veteran like he was and like indie god, if you let the internet tell it.
Yeah, right.
I knew he was a comic book fan, but as far as seeing him actually dip his foot in comic book writing, that threw me off. I was like, all right, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's see about that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm actually interested in seeing how that works out.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't be the first one either. Because Jerry Lawler, he is a incredible illustrator. Jerry the King Lawler, he's an incredible illustrator.
Really?
He can draw like nobody's business.
Damn, I did not know that.
And he actually drew like a couple of Mick Foley's children's books.
Oh wow, that's big.
So not children's books, but he's illustrated 4 children's books.
Yeah.
And there's the phone.
There's the phone. Hey. It's 19, right? I should just every time the phone rings, I'm gonna change the color correction to sepia and make it look like the 40s and start playing the music's gonna change to like it'll change the old school music.
Yeah, change the B-Boy at Heart instrumental
Just slow it down.
that plays in the background. If y'all didn't know that, it's B-Boy at Heart. We used to do music. Remember that?
Right, yeah. Remember that? Anybody?
Oh man.
Brent remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. That's perfect for that phone too.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Remember when women couldn't vote and certain folk weren't allowed in golf courses? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I got out of hand. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
Real quick.
Right, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah.
Have we talked about Captain America now being played by Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon?
You talking about in the comics?
In the comics, yeah. I'm sorry.
I was looking at the issue, like the illustrations and stuff. I didn't obviously get to read it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I saw that and I was like, oh snap. No, we have not.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Did you know that, Brent?
There's been the Trinity of the Avengers Trinity. DC has the Justice League Trinity, which is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, obviously. Those are the main 3 that you're gonna know for a fact that's in DC anyway. Some of y'all probably don't even know they were in DC. It was like, I just know those 3, just those 3. But anyway, Marvel has a Trinity for Avengers in this sense because Spider-Man and Wolverine are still out there and they're probably still more popular. But anyway, that Trinity, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. Now they've done a complete overhaul. They got a superior Iron Man, which is similar to a superior Spider-Man, where they completely changed Iron Man's armor. They completely changed his personality due to some sort of incident with Axis. I'm not too familiar with that incident. I'm not too familiar with that storyline. I'm sorry.
Right.
Thor has now been the role of Thor has now been inherited by a female.
Yep.
I've seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the role of Captain America has now been inherited by a non-white. Sam Wilson
is black. My Spider-Man is black.
My Captain America's black.
Captain America is black.
And my Prius is blue.
No, yeah, I saw
that. Damn if my rims ain't too. Golly. I'm so mad they played that song during Good Morning America when Obama got elected.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
They played My President is Black on Good Morning America. The video.
Him on there by then?
What?
Michael Strahan on there by then?
No. Michael Strahan does
That's
Kelly.
Kelly and Kelly.
What used to be Regis and Kelly.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah,
that was
crazy.
It was like they were trying to make that be the anthem for his entire term.
Oh my God.
He's like, look, Young Jeezy and Nas.
Right, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the video for My President is Black.
It's like, okay.
Oh, wait, for real?
Like, did they just pull this off? Like, did they just do this on purpose? Yeah, that was pretty.
Was Black Republican out at the same time?
No, Black
No,
Republican came out. I don't want to say 07. Yeah, 07.
Yeah, it was
because that's when Hip Hop Is Dead came out.
Yep.
We used to delve in music. Remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
We're gonna title this episode "Pepperidge Farm Remembers."
Yeah, that's gonna be it. That's the title. That's the title. That's the title. Period. I got it. Thank you. Awesome. No, it's crazy though, man. Yeah. Do you now? Here's before we hold on. Before we go, I want to ask this. Do you think that is a even bigger? Now this is back on the Captain America thing, not on the.
I'm sorry. Okay, while we're talking about Captain America, what we should do for the thumbnail for this video, show the picture of Sam Wilson in the Captain America ID outfit, and have a sign at the bottom corner saying "Colors Only."
Oh my god.
And in the title, OAF Discussions. Pepperidge Farm Remembers.
Pepperidge Farm Remembers. That's perfect.
Put it in black and white.
This will be the first time that we built the the thumbnail on the air. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my god. But before
I'm sorry.
I gotta make this quick question
All
before we go.
All right.
Before we go, do you think that, as far as like that overhaul, the fact that Falcon has taken over as Captain America, do you think that's even a bigger like confirmation that what we pretty much know is gonna happen, that we're gonna see Bucky or Black Falcon take over?
It's not Black Falcon. That's redundant.
Yeah, I know. Falcon, my bad. Then we're gonna see Bucky or Falcon take over as far as in the live action Marvel universe. Like, when you think that's even more confirmation that that's gonna happen? We pretty much know that's what's gonna happen because Evans wants out. His contract's almost up. We know that's coming down the pike eventually. Obviously, we got a few more movies to get through. But is that like that? I think that kind of like is more of like, yeah, this is where it's gonna go, and probably somewhere down the road, we might see the live action version go that way too. I think we're gonna get Bucky first.
I'm certain.
We'll get Bucky first.
We'll get Bucky first.
Because I mean, they're even alluding to that already in the films.
We already got one black protagonist as a lead.
Right, yeah.
It's like two.
Right, two.
Two.
Right. What is this one? But yeah. So I think that's even more kind of like a confirmation that we're gonna see this shift that's happening in the comics.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a similar thing happen in the film.
Yeah.
Within the next, I guess you could say, probably within the next 5 or 6 years. I guess, yeah, because it's 5 years. We'll say 5 years. Because that's the end of the timeline, the 2019 to 2020.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. And then we'll get a whole new timeline through like 2040, and then my head will explode. Like, it'll be ridiculous. But if that is it, first off, I want to thank Brent for joining us.
Who?
Dang it. First off, I want to thank LL Cool B, Liquid Soul, Big Papa Daddy Papa.
Go through every nickname I've ever had.
Yeah, every one of them.
All.
Yeah, Gray Wolf.
Legendary Gray Fox.
Yeah.
Call me a Gray Wolf again.
I was thanking you for being on the show. Jeez, man. I can't make a mistake.
You think you know somebody?
I'll try.
I mean, you already told him his location.
I already told his location. You got a location in government, man. You in trouble. They coming for you.
They can't find me.
Right.
They can't find me.
Right.
Switching the address tomorrow.
Right.
Have y'all listened to Big Crit's Cadillactica?
If you listen to that,
It's on my Spotify queue.
I gotta listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet.
I've yet to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might as well do that when I get home.
Out. Like Brent said, check out.
We always say it's a classic.
We always do our checkouts or our what should we all do. So Brent says you need to check out Cadillactica.
Who?
Dang! LL Cool B says you need to check out Cadillactica. I got his name looking me in the face on the Skype thing.
All right, well, get another Skype account,
Yeah,
sir.
I know. Yeah, you
and
gotta,
then
rename yourself on Skype, so I just look
I
at
gotta
that.
rename myself?
Yeah, you gotta do
Or just create another account.
that's too much work.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's probably way more.
Could have just went with LL?
Yeah, well, we got LL Cool.
B.
Why don't you just
Oh,
say
no,
LL?
no, just leave it at that. Like, is that really?
Leave it as L.
Right, just LL.
That
No.
would make life so much easier.
So LL Cool B says, check out Cadillactica. Check out Cadillactica by Big Crit. I say check out Assassin's Creed Unity and give Call of Duty a chance because it's great. LL will second that. I know because we've been playing the hell out of it.
Catch up on your Hulu queues. I need to do the same.
Yeah, Flash, Constantine, all of those. As always, thank you guys so much for all the feedback. Thank you guys so much for checking out the videos, the subscribers. Thank you guys for just hanging out with us for an hour every week to talk shit about gaming and comics and everything. We appreciate it. We're just going to keep doing this until you guys tell us to stop because people obviously love to talk this shit. So we won't stop. Did it shake? No, but guys, as always, you can hit us on the emails, oafdiscussions@gmail.com. If you have any questions, if you want to post about a topic, anything, just drop us an email. You can post on Facebook. I, of course, am, if you're on Facebook, you know what my name is on Facebook. I'm not giving it out because I done gave out too many government names for one episode.
It would happen to be yours.
Well,
it would happen to be yours.
I remember. My bad. You can find LL Cool on there, too.
You can find me at LL Cool B 22 Twitter.
Yep.
Pretty much everything. Just type it in and see if I pop up.
That's literally his name on everything. It's uniform, so you can definitely find follow him. Hold on, is your
when I'm Gray Fox?
Yeah, on PlayStation 4 if you wanna play some Call of Duty or anything, it's Liquid Soul 87, right? Did I say it right? Yeah, Liquid Soul 87 on PlayStation. Mine's is Kid Swift 88 on PlayStation. KN Kid Swift on Twitter. Just type in Kid Swift, you probably better find it somehow on Twitter or Facebook, whatever. Also,
at Web859, WEBB859 on Twitter. Don't worry about the Instagram. Don't worry about. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, with Web859 at Twitter.
Right.
You'll find everything you need on that one.
Yep.
By all means. Still got the Country Noise website, KUNTRYNOIZ.
yeah, what?
That's why we fly. Web859.com. Not sure. I'm gonna try to get back to blogging on that one and spitting. Whatever.
Yeah, we might
This, that, and the
we'll
other.
release some songs through here. Yeah. But yeah, guys, as always, subscribe, post in the comments, let us know what you guys think. Thank you for all the support. Love you guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Kid Swift.
This is Thoroughbred Web.
And on the chat line is Mr. LL Cool.
Thank you.
Say bye to the peace. Bye to the people, brother.
Peace, love.
Hair grease. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.